welcome to Operation Crystal Giant, a small landed UFO.
HQ, this is Big Sky. We are in position and awaiting further orders.
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike 1, you are green to deploy. Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
As you can hear, as Central Officer Archon is telling us, landed UFOs are a bit more threatening than your typical crashed UFOs. There'll be more guys, bigger pods, tougher pods, but it's still a small scout. A scout is the easiest you can get, and unless this is some kind of nefarious trap, which it could be, it could honestly be that, because Long War does that, but I'm not betting on it. What we're here for is to just blast through this. For example, we're going to move Rev up here, battle scan, and then set off on a jaunty run through this forest set in the North Sea. This is the United Kingdom, but it certainly looks like the North Sea. See, it's appropriate. So we're just going to get this merry
Moving to position.
with Rev. Oh, Jesus! It's not going to be that merry then, but we're still going to throw a battle scanner first time. This is hubris. Hubris once more. Battle scan. I'm not sure where to do it. You expect they'll have come straight towards me. Straight towards Rev. But Force Seekers. See, it's this tree that's the problem. If they're right behind this tree, it could be a problem. I'm going to put it there. It's going to be blocked by that tree, but any side of that tree to the left or the right. There we go. Now, we should be able to get a good rocket off, even from spawn. Oh, Tolk is right behind that tree, though. It shouldn't matter that much, because a shredder rocket, unless it comes all the way back to hit behind this rock, it won't hit Rev. That's why we're going for a shredder and not... We've got to make sure that it stabilizes before I throw it, before I click it. I didn't wait, and it's fine. This is why this is why I always bring Rocketeers to a fault. Because with heat warheads, what could be like... I'm incompetent enough that a big pod of Seekers could be a squad wipe. Like, right off the bat, first turn. But as it is, with the entire rest of our squad ready,
Headed there now.
and with flush as well on Devlin Caster, 82%, that's nearly a guarantee. I'd rather level up nuclear-powered Kim Jong-il if he's up for it, and he is.
Target eliminated.
So good first turn.
I'm on the move.
Small UFOs are so small that that could be the only pod on the map. It could just be the outsider from here. I mean, I'm not betting on it,
Moving to position.
but it's possible. So Magical Trevor's going to peel off to the left. He has his own battle scanner. He'll throw it over here somewhere. See if we can locate the Meld. Talk can't move, and Mellow can move up as well.
On the move.
Can I get a good battle scan now?
Affirmative. Covering now. Moving to Overwatch.
See, this is what I was talking about last mission. I can just see myself like hitting a boat. Well, I'm not even going to mouse over it. But you know, if I hit a boat there, then these 6 guys would be dead, because there's one guy inside the extraction zone. So there are Finmen. It's not the only pod on the map. Do I get any more audio cues? Who else has got a battle scanner? I swear I brought 3. Nope, I only brought 2. So this battle scanner has to... I have to make this battle scanner count.
Position confirmed.
Oh, I'm not going to make it count. Oh, there we go. There's Meld anyway. So aim around the Meld. See what's around the Meld. Or aim up here to secure the flank. I think that's a better idea.
Eyes in the sky.
I think I remember this map now. The best place on this map is to eventually make your way... Is it... Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I actually remember the map. This is my problem with UFO missions. All the maps seem to bleed into each other. And
Moving to position.
it's just... I don't know what's going on. So we are moving up the right. We should be safe-ish to start moving towards the Meld as well. Obviously we can sprint all the way up to Magical Trevor. No problem. Probably.
Moving.
If we take a good route to him, at least. I don't want to move alerts yet until we know exactly what we're doing.
Double time. No need to ask twice.
Move up, reload,
Back online.
steady, and oh yeah, Toke as well. Toke needs to get into a better position and sprint all the way up there. Doesn't really need to have his rocket ready at the moment. Alerts coming up here might give him a better view. Like, even that little thing might give him an elevation bonus. I'm not sure.
Headed there now.
Just going up a slight bit higher. You never know. I've promised myself that I'll keep using Lurtz's actual name and not just calling him Ray in this. So
What's that?
we'll see how well that promise holds up. Anyway, Magical Trevor is gonna go all out for this meld. We could get it this turn if we run and gun.
Solid copy. That's what we're looking for.
But let's have. I'm assuming the UFO's in that massive bit of fog. In fact, this would be moving to hard cover. Magical Trevor's got the reinforced armor. He's got a lot of health anyway. The thin men would move towards him. We've got 2 squad sites. So yeah, I'm just going to sprint it.
On my way.
We're here for the meld. That's what we're here for, and it's fine.
I'm rolling. That's affirmative.
But we do have to now be a bit more careful as we move up.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Mellow's going to vacate that cover for someone else. Probably Toke's the best bet.
On the move.
Toke can now steady a rocket since we know the thin men are up ahead.
That's affirmative.
Lutz is going to maybe be blocked by that tree, so I'm going to move to this one.
Moving. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
One of the many things I don't like about UFO maps, it's that your line of sight will be blocked by trees, because these are all tall, full bits of cover. And you can't see over them. You have to hope you see around them.
It's been secured.
15 meld. That's not great. I don't want Mellow moving first, despite her being our scout.
On the move.
So this is the main vanguard. Devlin Caster and Revolutionary Rebel moving up. We've got the steady team on the right. Let's move.
We'll go.
I'm gonna risk it. Nuclear powered Kim Jong-il's not gonna be watching this. He's a rookie anyway, and it's into hard cover. There we go. We're making ground.
Copy that.
We've just got to keep on, keeping on. And Mellow can
I'm
move to
rolling.
here, because that's now safe. Lurtz, I'm going to actually move to here. That's
I'm
full
rolling.
cover. Difficult to flank anyway, right at the edge of the map. Still with the same height bonuses.
Affirmative. Covering now. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Despite us being in a hurry, we're not like rushing all out. We're still taking time to steady our snipers and our rocketeer. They are still right ahead of us.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
I didn't get an audio cue there. It might be a mixed pod of Seekers and Finmen. Right, there's more Meld dead ahead. Magical Trevor's going to be first into the darkness. Right now, there is no good full cover here to move into. Obviously, the UFO's in sight. Move up to here could potentially activate anything in the UFO. That wouldn't be great. Any good cover is a sideways move from here. I'm going to wait on Magical Trevor's next turn to see what everyone else can do.
Heading there now.
We do want Devlin Caster front and centre because he can suppress. It's not what he's built for, but at this early level, you're not really built for anything. There are very few troops that can specialise and have a dedicated build at this early level. Right, we started steadying. We're not going to move up with nuclear powered Kim Jong-il just yet.
On
We
Overwatch.
can move up with Mellow at least.
Heading out.
Lurtz can stay right there. Squad site, of course, covers the whole map. Trev, we're not going to move up just yet.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
You heard the metal of the footsteps. Metallic footsteps are definitely inside the UFO then. Does that mean we can move up to here with impunity?
On my way.
I don't think it really did mean that, but we went for it anyway. Right, we don't have any battle scanners. We do not know where this outsider is. Ideally, I'd like to come round to a door, for example this one, but that would require us sneaking right up the edge of the map. And we are Meld Hunters! That's not what we're here for. We're here for the meld. That could potentially activate off Magical Trevor, so I want to move him round here. We want to essentially move right up to the UFO, I think. Concentrating on this right hand side because this is where our snipers are. Can Mello make it all the way to full cover? Beautiful. That could activate, but
On my way.
it's fine. I'm thinking that would probably, definitely, maybe activate. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. This potential activation is going in extra square further.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
But we are renegades
Let's do
who will
this.
stop at nothing in our search for the meld. Right, it's only these two guys left. So Rev is just going to move all the way up to here, out of cover. It should be fine. Unless they are seekers like I heard, like I suspected actually. Sprint all the way into cover, just in case. Just in case. Sounds like it's coming from the left now. Yep,
I think I heard something.
that's not ideal. They're definitely outside the UFO. You heard the rustling of the bushes. So we might have to start reorienting our attack. I would like to activate them this time, because we have these, well, we have a sniper who can take it. No, I wouldn't really like to activate them this turn, but I would like to get a move on. So we're going over here anyway.
Hostile spotted.
It is just them men. And we can't see them, which is not ideal. So what I'm going to do is begin to flank with Magical Trevor, sprinting right over into hard cover. Oh, that's unlucky. It's not really... There's no luck involved here. It's... I activated... I wanted sight on them to get a squad sight shot this turn, but it wasn't forthcoming.
Moving to position.
So anyway, we are going to have these guys hunkered down in their half cover. Start moving Mellow. That's potential to activate the outsider, which is not what we want right now. But we need to start reorienting as soon as possible.
Yes, Commander.
Is Tolk far enough back that he can get... I don't think he is, which isn't great. But we need to prepare that rocket anyway. Let's... He's got a wide open field of view. He just needs to come around this side so he can step out to this side or this side. Step out to either of these squares and gives them a greater range of fire from there. Hopefully they'll just see our guys hunkered down and then just shoot at them. You can see the little footsteps. That's not good that we can see them now. It means someone who's not hunkered down can see them. Overwatch, please. Yep, I'll take that. Overwatch, please. I'll take that. Firing at our assault in full cover. Now it's just this guy. Hopefully he can only see our hunkered down guys, because he's far... Right, there's acid on our hunkered down guy. I assume it's Devlin Caster. Yep. Does he have a medkit on him? Nope, because we took it off him. That might be fine. So obviously they can start coming around to flank Tolk. So we've got to stop that. We're just going to fire our rocket. I think we can... Well, that's the most reliable cover destruction. Or is it? No, because he's on the light corner cover anyway. We need to fire a rocket this turn anyway. Might make it that guy. Because that guy, I don't think it will reliably destroy his cover. Not the entire tree, not unless we really focused on the tree. It won't necessarily kill him unless it scatters right into him. That guy needs to die anyway. What I might do is, despite the acid, despite the chances of... Nah, I can't see that guy on Overwatch anyway. So, we need to deal with this guy before we do anything anyway. We might just rocket. Because he's not going to... Lurtz isn't going to have that good a chance to shoot him. So, open up. That rocket's better, but we need to deal with this guy first. That's essentially what's happened here. Hopefully it'll destroy his cover. If we're lucky, it might kill him. It's done neither. I think it's put him into half cover though. Let's reduce it to half cover. Or has it? It has, which gives us 82% now. That's a decent chance to kill. And that's that guy dealt with. That's the major flanking threat dealt with. So Trev can now move up and do whatever he wants. He could run and gun right up there, which would be a bad idea. He can run and gun up to here, which would be a better idea.
Moving at the speed of death. Understood.
Because it's still
Moving
into
out.
full cover. The chances to hit aren't going to be that great. 90%, that's pretty great, to be honest. And it also means that they need to take cover against this side as well. So it means this guy is probably gonna retreat and not shoot. Can Mello move up to anywhere that has sight?
On my way.
I mean, the only option is this one. So if she has sight from here, it would be great. Nope, still nothing available. How far up can this guy get? Can this guy get to a flank? I don't think this guy can actually get to a flank. Because this isn't covering here. And you can't reach that far anyway. So I wouldn't mind having a suppression down, but it's far more worthwhile to hunker down, I think. And again, hunker here. What are the odds? Yeah, hunker. And I'd say probably hunker. Because they could move up so far as to see Mello. Because Finn men are highly accurate. Not necessarily on normal mode, but they're relatively accurate
They're trying to pull back.
compared to other aliens. That guy is pulling back. Lurch should have a good shot on him. If he can see around the side of the UFO. It's a close one though. Is that guy just standing there?
Whoa!
If Lurtz has a shot on this guy, it's almost a guaranteed kill, surely. What we can do this time is guarantee... oh, there we go. 92%. Oh, it's on the leader though, so it's not going to kill him. What we could do this turn is heal up Devlin Caster, and then he could lay down a suppression. There's nowhere good for Trev to move up to because it's all caked in thick, viscous acid. You never know your luck.
Aw, damn it.
Mello might have a shot this turn. If Mello moves up to here, she might have a shot.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Because obviously she can see on squad sight, but her squad sight is only 5 tiles longer than normal range. That's disappointing because oh no, it's Devlin Caster that can see that. Okay. Right, the problem here is that if we wanted to heal Devlin Caster up, we would have to leave Revolutionary Rebel prone to fire. Unless we wanted to move Devlin Caster up to here, but that would risk a flank shot. And this is getting away from the number one thing we wanted on this mission, which was Meld. But we've got no choice. We'd rather have some troops stay alive than have 15 more Meld. Now, Tolk needs to prepare rockets at this level to actually get them to hit anything.
Getting it done. Roger. Got my eyes on.
I think they're going to continue falling back, so if they move forward, we might get one on Overwatch. What's this guy doing? Coming forwards. Come on. Have him. You've got laser weapons, for fuck's sake. Right, Rev is in a bit of trouble now. Because I tried to force the issue. I tried to force the pace. But now that this guy has fucked right off, it means Trev can move up. Should he move up? I mean, Lutz or Mello. I mean, might as well be Lutz. Can just finish this guy off. 92%. It's a guaranteed hit, surely.
See you in hell.
If only you'd done 8 damage the first round, but you know, can't complain about that really. Moving up to here would probably activate the outsider. I'd suspect that last Finn man has gone inside to try and lure us into the outsider. We're going to hold off on activation for at least another turn, because Magical Trevor's run and gun is about to come back. So where do I put him in the meantime? I really don't know. That would have been good cover. Devlin Caster still could do with a heal up. Essentially, we need to breach and breach quickly if we want this meld. It might already be too late. That's going to be a reasonable rocket. Rush NPKJI.
Rolling out.
That's far worse to say, actually. What do you guys actually call nuclear powered Kim Jong-il? Like, you know, when you have occasion to say his name out loud, which is, you know, I'm sure it's every day. We need him up close for his flashbang. We need Trev up far closer to run and gun next turn. There are no good places to there are no good places to take cover, so he's just going to have to take that cover there. So given that we're all, you know, out of cover anyway, there's nobody going to be hunkering down this turn apart from maybe Mello,
That's affirmative.
because Mello has less health than the rest. And Devlin Caster because he's still acided. Oh, come on. That's your second try. That's an easy shot as well.
Can't kill him if you don't hit him.
You cannot kill him if you do not hit him. What's he doing? Hopefully he doesn't shoot.
Starting to lose ground.
Right, could be in trouble. Yep. That's Tolkien sickbay. Come on, there's still so much meld. Right, Devlin Caster is off acid. We're going to do something reasonably stupid here. Going to move to this corner, hopefully activate the outsider. Hopefully he runs towards us, in which case Magical Trevor can just about run and gun and kill the outsider. With some support from these guys who can maybe get round here. That's a terrible idea. But the meld! It's fine anyway. 51% to hit. Lurch surely doesn't have a shot. Well, he would have a shot actually. That's right on the edge of his vision, but he is out of ammo. So we definitely don't want to activate this turn, which means we are in a bit of trouble. What does Mello have? Nothing. And we could flush, but then he'd just run to better cover. We could save the suppression if everything goes really wrong. Could heal up as well. Could just rocket. We could just fucking rocket the bugger. But then we've got reasonable chances on our whole squad. We've got suppression if it all fails. Yeah, let's roll. Although that will leave Rev out of ammo next turn. So let's just start off. I've changed my mind, actually. I've changed my mind. We don't want to rocket inside for fear of destroying all these things. We're going to rocket, hopefully so we don't destroy this wall at all, just so we destroy his cover.
Target locked.
Cover destruction's all we're after here. But yeah, kill him anyway. That's fine. We can spend the rest of this turn really preparing now. And hopefully getting Meld. So we're going to go up to here. We're not going to take the corner.
I'm rolling.
Reload.
Back online.
Mello has a sawn-off shotgun to go and help with the breach. That's a terrible run. I meant for it to go around the other side, but it's fine.
Commander.
Likewise, Magical Trevor is going to come all the way around this side before moving up.
I feel, Commander.
I'm sure those melds are going to expire this turn. What do we do? I'm thinking move Devlin Caster to there to activate.
That's affirmative. Hostile spotted.
Move closer. That's far further away. I mean, Lurtz has a shot, but it's still going to be through full colour. That's close to nuclear powered Kim Jong-il, though. If he could take that corner and somehow cheese a flashbang through it. Oh, beautiful! This is literally the only reason we bought a flashbang, and it's worked to perfection. We can also suppress him and guarantee that he dies next turn. Can he flank Devlin Caster? He could if he comes around here. We're going to make sure he doesn't want to. I'll leave suppression until we definitely need it.
Good to go.
The only full cover inside these UFOs is the power supply. Which, for, you know, various reasons, we're not going to take. You can't see Magical Trevor.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Might as well take a shot with Lurtz.
Ah, damn it.
How do we want to move up to threaten this guy properly? Because I'd love to move to this cover. In fact, I might just have to... Who's got the most health? Who fancies a bit of a dodgy suicide mission? Revolution Rebel's going to move up to here, so he sees, hang on, I can't move round there to flank Devlin Caster. This puts Revolutionary Rebel at risk of fire, and he's in half cover, but this guy will be suppressed and he's already been flashbanged. So it's fine. Melo's going to do likewise, but from a bit further back.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Oh, that was a mistake, because I was relying on Melo to follow up if need be. That was stupid. It should still be fine. As long as I don't do anything stupid like moving the suppressor. Alright, so we definitely do want suppression.
Copy that.
Hunkering down. Meld just died this turn. That's one turn off a flank, which is annoying. Big shot with Lurtz. Oh yeah, he's hunkered down, so that's actually going to be quite difficult. I'm not going to expend a running gun yet. I'm going to see what the odds are from here, because we can't guarantee a kill. I don't know. Hunkered down should prevent crits, which means Trev's not going to finish him off by himself. Unless that only applies to... Unless crit reduction only applies to those guys. The mistake here was moving Melo. I should have kept Melo up, then we could have guaranteed the guy died. As it is, Melo's got a secondary flashbang, which we wanted for exactly this situation. So next turn, we're guaranteed to die. And he shouldn't be able to do anything next turn on his next turn. We're only going to end up getting one thing a Meld after this. It's going to be so annoying. If he comes up and shoots nuclear-powered Kim Jong-il at that close range at point blank, then, you know, it's a tragedy. An utter tragedy. We'll start preparing for the flank as well with everyone else. Mate, you're surrounded! Come out with your hands up! Alright, Caster gets his free shot. Oh! What a shot!
He's down.
You deserve a promotion just for that shot.
Operational objectives complete.
Crystal Giant complete. A minor scuff to Tolk Helenar. Earned through our carelessness. We'll see how much meld we've got. We might have got that second meld because it wouldn't have expired on the alien's turn. 12 days in the sick bay. Promotions all round. I'd say that's a successful mission. I mean, Tolk, 12 days, but 12 days in the grand scheme of things, not too shabby. What are we doing with a Mr. Revolutionary Rebel? He is a psychic medic, so he's going to have smoke grenade. He's then going to get combat drugs later, which improves will from smoke grenades. Caper, Magical Trevor, the choice I went through last time, but Magical Trevor is going to be a psychic assault. So what he wants, he's taken will, for example. He's taken a steadfast, which gives you will. He's also taken gunslinger, which makes him an operative. So he's going to take close encounters, as that has the best synergy with these two. 59 will on him, not bad. Thunder, Devlin Caster. So this is the most important perk, and it's really to my detriment that I haven't had a gunner with heat ammo until now. But heat ammo, I think it does plus 75% damage to robotic to mechanical enemies. We should have had heat gunners far before now, but better late than never. Like, you'd never take Ranger over Shredder or Heat, and you'd only take Shredder in specific instances, like I'm doing with my first two gunners, which I really should have done. I should have built up Devlin Caster first. But like I said, we're here now. Mellow. Like I said with Mellow, I'm potentially going to make a new breed of scout, which is geared towards in the zone later. But then that would mean I use Mellow all the time, and Mellow's not watching this. That's not what we want. So Mellow's just going to go holo targeting. Nuclear powered Kim Jong-il promoted. Longbow Darth Lurtz promoted. I've got plans for Snapshot Sniper. I don't really have plans for Precision Shot Sniper, so disabling shot is just going to continue being the way forward. And Talk, between opportunist and tactical sense, I mean, you might have cause to take tactical sense sometimes on a Rocketeer, because they're not necessarily going to be very beefy, and you get plus aim, and aim is always great for a Rocketeer. But Shredder rockets, Rocketeers get an extra Shredder rocket, I'm sure that will say. Like, without having to take a spare rocket in our inventory, we get a Shredder rocket anyway, so that's 2 of each rocket we can take now. And if you're bringing Rocketeers just to fire rockets like I am, that's exactly what you want. So, loads of alloys, and we did get that extra canister of Meld. So we got 2 out of the 3 cans of Meld because of our quickness, and we were 1 turn off the 3rd. So, not a perfect mission, but good enough. Okay, so there's quite a few little things coming up. Do we want to give away 4 Meld for engineers at this point? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to give away the Meld that we worked so tirelessly for last mission. Right, excavation complete. This is important because we need to start excavating this one. And then once that's done, we desperately need to start on alien containment and associated and the associated tech to get the arc thrower. Illyrium, I'm going to say never Illyrium as well. Similar to alloys, you can only really get the Illyrium from in bulk on bigger landed UFOs and special alien base missions. It's rare enough that I think we'll struggle to get it. Whereas last mission we got 30 Meld because we decided, well, because I decided to just go, hey, I'm just going to run for the Meld. Right, here we go.
Commander, our intelligence sources indicate that a previously unknown organization is attempting to undermine XCOM field operations. We believe this group harbors some misguided sympathies for the invaders and is intent on acquiring alien technology and artifacts critical to your efforts. Early reports indicate this organization calls itself Exalt. We trust you will isolate the source of this new threat and eliminate it.
Commander, the Council has provided some additional resources to help us deal with these traitors. We can begin scanning for additional Exalt cell locations and launch covert operations to disrupt their activity via the Situation Room.
Welcome to the worst part of the game. XO, they were added in Enemy Within, and they were, you know, I thought it was quite interesting in the basic Enemy Within, and then Long War took the ball and fucking exploded the ball. The ball is in pieces, and XO is terrible. So what they've done here, XO have agitated in Australia. They now hate us more than they used to, and we have to go stop them. How we go stop them is by sending an operative to infiltrate them. They're new global threats. They're not that new, to be honest. So they operate within cells. You have to scan, intel scan up here and find cells. Otherwise, a cell will be in existence and you have to scan to find them. But if you don't scan, they will do something like agitate and increase panic like they just did. So once we found a cell, whether they've made themselves, well, whether they've outed themselves or whether they found them, we can begin a covert operation.
Nothing to report at the moment.
So covert operatives, they only get pistols and they only get carryables. They can hack comm terminals, which we'll see, which we'll definitely see if we get the kind of mission I'm expecting. And essentially guys who can't bring pistols cannot be troopers, cannot be operatives. So you can see our soldier list. What we can't do is select a fatigued person, so we can't select our operative Magical Trevor. And indeed, we don't have any assaults at all at the moment. We could promote a new assault. And by the way, we'll see when we get to the mission why it has to be an assault. It doesn't absolutely have to be an assault, but to me, yes, it has to be an assault. So we're not going to ignore it. What we're going to do is wait for Sergeant Blitz Nero, who's fatigued for one day, and hopefully the cell won't disappear in the meantime.
Some odd transmissions lately. Some nut calling himself Commander Straker has been all over the news ranting about shadow operatives.
Well, I mean, you say some nut, but then you literally just 2 minutes ago explained to me about all these shadow operatives against us. So, Commander Archon, who's the nut now? Anyway, we're going to scan. You'll see in the bottom left people coming back from fatigue and coming back from injury. I'm not sure about sectoid corpses at the moment, because I'm not sure what we need past advanced body armor.
I've already put
Oh,
the new
come on,
recruits
Dr.
to work in
Inst.
the lab.
You say this every time. Right, there's Kamichi. There's Tribute. There's Meld. That's too much Meld. There's Sergeant Nero. So let's sprint back to the covert operations lab. The cell is still present. Covert operation, and it goes straight to Nero because it knows what I like. So we can choose pretty much, you know, anyone we want, but it's going to be an assault. And now here's what I do with assaults, with operatives. We can choose anything here, but obviously as you only have a pistol, your direct damage dealing is going to be limited. Where you're going to be useful as a covert operative is doing those hacks that Central Officer Archon talked about. So you could bring a med kit, for example, to be a healer. You could bring grenades or smoke grenades or flashbang grenades to help do damage. You could bring that because you're limited to no armor at all, but Nero has quite a lot of health anyway, so it's fine. I'd say battle scanners are probably the most useful thing for an operative to bring. Or you can do what I do.
That equipment should be passed on directly to the research team.
I take no equipment whatsoever for the mobility. I would rather have the mobility. Like 1 or 2 squares could be the difference between your team living and dying. I would rather have the mobility. That's literally what I'm going to take. Nero in just his leather jacket. I think it literally says leather jacket when you see the armor, but I don't know how you see the armor. Just with a ballistic pistol, he is going to be off to Australia on his own.
Operative deployed to disrupt Exalt Cell in Australia.
So there we go. Nero's off. We've got a covert operation in 6 days. I'll be saving a team for that. I'll be saving our A team for that, because it could. There's 2 types of Exalt missions. I'll explain when we get there, if applicable. So what am I doing? I'm meant to go to the hangar there. We also need to rename this guy into Tripper Gonzalez. So as you can see, we've got a new laser cannon, and I want to give it to one of these guys. I'm probably going to give it to Upham. I think it's 7 days to armor weapon, which is why Boomer Douglas has been out of action for so long. So if we go laser cannon, 168 hours, 7 days. He's still going to have to be repaired after that, so he's now out for 12 days. But then everyone else is out for about that long anyway, so that's fine. Right, the phalanx armor is in. That is very good. We've got 4 of those, which is perfect. Excavation complete. We will now build our alien containment. Now this maxes us out on power, so what we desperately need to do is raise enough money to build our next steam vent, or maybe even just a fission generator to tide us over until we get the 350 space box to build the thermal generator. Never alloys, ever alloys.
Contact detected.
A scout. We could scramble interceptors. It is nap of the earth though. This means it will probably land, and I'm just going to ignore it and see if it lands. I especially don't want our new laser cannon interceptor damaged just for going for something that might land anyway.
Contact detected.
Boom. Another lander scout. And I'll cobble together another average sort of team to deal with it. Couple things to chat about. First of all, Legends of the Skies. Our Alpha Scout is back in action with the marksman rifle, of course. We have our first 4 suits of advanced armour, the Phalanx armour, as modelled by Chief Savage Man, by Revolutionary Rebel, by Magical Trevor, and by Engineer Ardus. the logic behind giving everyone this armor. As you can see, it is 1 less mobility than the tac vest. So if we wanted to go straight up for mobility, we'd still keep our tac vests. But the phalanx armor gives +2 health, and then plus the ceramic plating gives 10 health and magical Trevor, for example. And the guys with the armor, I think we're going to move quicker by moving more confidently into dangerous situations where we might take fire but we'll be able to weather the fire, rather than being able to move fast but then have to be cautious when faced with the enemy. So this will hopefully get us all the meld. It's hopefully not going to be a trap. Again, it looks like the exact same map maybe. So we are just going to launch straight into it.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Our target site
think
is
that's
near
the
the
same
German
map.
border. It looks like the UFO landed out in the boonies.
It's out in the boonies,
We
though.
need to secure the surrounding
The
area
German
and
boonies.
eliminate
What's
any
German for
hostiles
boonies?
before they threaten the local population.
If you know the German word for boonies, please get in touch so we can use it in future missions as we prepare for Operation Stone Dream, coming to a YouTube near you tomorrow, and then in a few minutes for me. I really should stop saying stuff like that, it just kills all the immersion, but goodbye for now.